Alright, so this episode is just going to be fixing it up a little bit and getting it running good. When I went and got this bike, the kid said that it had old gas in it, and so he was sure it wasn't going to run too good, and he could only get it to bump start, and then it wouldn't even rev up or nothing. It was just, a real junky running bike. But just from the looks of the outside, I think that with just a little bit of tinkering, I should be able to get it going pretty easily. So what I have, I actually threw in just a little, scooter battery, just something to make a spark, and it's still got the junky gas in it. But let's see if we can get to fire up. Gas on. Alright, now that was pretty cool. That was a cold start, so it just popped right off. But I was feeling these pipes here. This one's just ice cold. That one's warming up nicely, so it's only running on one cylinder now. Let's see what I have planned here. I'm going to assess the spark plugs. Definitely got to clean those carbs. And yeah, we'll see how far that takes us. We're missing half the air box here. I couldn't find it, and so that'll cause the bike to run a little junky, but it shouldn't prevent us from running on that cylinder. That shouldn't be the cause of the problem. So I'm going to take apart these carbs and see what I find in there. While I'm doing that, we're draining all the bad gas out of the tank. So already taking this thing apart, we can see just how much it really was loved. I mean, this thing obviously was stored properly, in grandfather's garage or whatever. All these jets here are the stock jets, the stock sizes. They weren't monkeyed about by, anybody who didn't know what they were doing. You can see none of these things were stripped off here, Every time someone used a straight bladed screwdriver in here, they did it with precision and care. This isn't all full of gunk. This is the good carb. This is the one that was running. So I just started with this one for comparison. Here's the here's the choke mechanism. It's just this really beautiful piece of machinery here. This thing goes up and down, and then you can see when the choke is fully all the way on, the vacuum sucks in air through this little doggy door here, and it's just a neat old thing, man. No screws on the bottom here to strip out. It's just got this one bar. It's just cool old technology. I dig it. So I'm gonna blast through this one, clean this one up, clean the other one up. Hopefully I find some clogged jets in the other one, and that's what explains the non-running problem. And I'll put it all back together and we'll see what happens. Checking the float height. Find that they're actually a little bit off. Adjust them a little bit. Yeah, that's much better. Working into the second carb body here, I didn't find any clogged jets, but I did find that this choke mechanism is a little sticky, so that's going to get cleaned up a bit. And the float heights on this one were low too, so I'm going to have to adjust those a bit. Now you can see that these two carbs are they're individual carbs that are attached just by this little piece of choke linkage here. And when I flip up this lever here, that activates this arm that controls a similar lever over there. Now in order for this thing to run at its peak, these things need to be synchronized. And so to do that, what I did was I just pulled this all the way down, so this is in full running mode. And you can see the very top of the choke linkage comes just about flush up to the top of the body here. Just maybe a little sliver is still showing. You can see when I pull it down, it sinks down like that. And so to make sure that it's synchronized with the other one, you just take a look and you see this is all the way up and there's far more room there. See, it only comes up to about there. So what you do, pop this off and just twist this just a little bit to shorten it. Now we're gonna slide that on here. You can see we still come up to the same level here. Now we're getting there. I'm gonna shorten it just a little bit more. That did for us. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so we got everything reassembled. Let's see what happens. Pretty damn good. I am pretty proud of myself. I'm betting that it's idling just a little bit high or a little bit irregular just because of this this one airbox, which is kind of funky. I'm not too concerned about it, considering I'm going to put pods on it and rejet it anyway. But yeah, stoked, man. I mean, before it was pretty much stuck at 4,000. I couldn't get any higher or lower. And now it's just super smooth all through the power band. Sweet old bike, man. Certainly don't make them like this anymore. And it charges. You can't beat that.